everybody, I'm Dupree and welcome to my channel. Let's play some Minecraft. I love Minecraft. I've been playing it since like 2012, back when I was in high school. Grew up. Oh, that's the deep. Ooh, I'm still in the deep snow. Oh no. Ow! 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 How do I get out? I'm just gonna die in this. Fuck! Seriously, I'm like, ah! Oh no, I'm screwed. Oh gosh. I have to be more careful. Oh! Did it again. Hello, I'm Dupree. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness! Oh no! I really shouldn't have started out in a snow biome where I can't fucking tell the difference between regular snow and the other snow. But you know what? I like it. Anyway. I've played Minecraft for years. A long time. Probably 10 plus years at this point. And you know what? I've never beaten it. Well, technically I've beaten the end once. With a friend of mine, actually. I beat the end once on a friend's world. And and you probably won't believe this. Well, actually, the person watching this first episode will, because that is my friend, and she's probably the only one watching. Hi, Banana. But anyway. The first time I beat Minecraft, or I beat the end, you don't really beat Minecraft. The first time I beat the end was on the Bedrock edition. And we're on the Java edition right now. Was on the Bedrock edition, and we were gonna go in and like check it out. My friend had some gear, a couple of bows, some arrows, and I just had a couple of stacks of I just had a bunch of stacks of we both had a bunch of stacks of sand. And what I did was I ran in with my stack of sand, I pillared up and started destroying towers, and then I was usually blasted off. I would die. I would run back in, start climbing up, pillaring up again, or pillar up to another one, and yeah. And and she stayed on the ground and tried to shoot the arrows, and we both died repeatedly. I probably died more because literally I had no armor, and she had some armor. I think she had iron on. But yeah, we just went in and died and died and died again. And then eventually, we got all of the towers. I'm doing a great time staying alive. We got all the towers down. And then I kept on running in. And when the dragon went down to the nest, I just hit him with my fist. And then usually died. And then ran back in and hit him with my fist again. Until I killed the Ender Dragon with my fist. Like, my friend was kind of trying to shoot with the bow, but, like, she was having a hard time. But yeah, I mostly, not completely, but I mostly just killed the Ender Dragon with my fist. And I don't know if anyone is ever going to believe me, because that's just ridiculous. And I was just looking like, I should have recorded that. No one ever's gonna believe that I... Oh, it's just so goddamn ridiculous. But anyway, that's beyond the point. I just needed that story to be on record, I guess. What are we doing in this series? Well, I have played the game since shortly after release. I've been playing the game for a long time. And I've never completed all of the achievements. I've never even gotten close. I've never gotten Elytra. And yeah, I want to get the achievements. And also, you know, I played this game for a very long time, but I haven't really been keeping up with the updates. Like, I've downloaded them all, but there's so many at this point. I still remember when horses were added and how excited I remember when the sheep update happened, where sheep got the meat. I can't remember how long ago that happened, but I remember sheep being added. And, well, not sheep being added because they'd been in the game for a long time, but when sheep became, like, you started to be able to get mutton from them, I remember that happening. And how much that changed the game, and how, like, farms changed so much, because now, like, you could also kill the sheep to get stuff, and that was cool. And I'm really just trolling around here. I don't know, like, I'm probably not going to survive because I only have 1 heart of health and no food, but I'm just trying to find, like, a good way of starting, really. So I'm just going to troll around until I either die or I find something. So, you know, great way to start. But yeah, I haven't been really keeping up with the upgrades. Polar bears were added at some point. I've never messed around with that. I know there's foxes. That snow that I keep on getting into, that powdered snow, is really cool, but I don't know anything about it other than it nearly killed me. But, you know, you'll find out very quickly that I've played a long time. I have a lot of hours in Minecraft. I'm not good. I'm not a good Minecraft player. I'm constantly almost dying, and I can't even run now because I don't have any food. But yeah, I absolutely love all of these, like, winter, like, all these, like, the cold climates. They're so pretty. Like, I tried out a bunch of different worlds. Like, you know, I think I tried 5 worlds. And this one was my favorite. Though it is kind of a rough start because it's all snowy, so it's, like, kind of hard to, you know, grow things. But, we'll make it up. We'll make it up. We'll make it work. That's what I wanted to say. Anyway, it's not that hard. You just have to place down a torch so the water doesn't freeze. I can speak human words. Yeah. I can oh gosh, we're gonna freeze. Yeah, I can totally speak human the words of humans. Yes. Let's actually get to those achievements instead of wandering off randomly. I love Minecraft. I've said that already. Oh man. The foxes look really cool. I thought you were able to breed them. Does anybody know when you stopped being able to to make bunnies your friend? Because I know at one point you could tame bunnies, but then they took away that ability. And I don't know when they did that. And maybe I'm just, like, misunderstanding it and you could never. But I'm pretty sure at one point you could you can still breed bunnies. But I feel like at some point you were able to tame bunnies. Yeah, that's it. But you can't anymore. Or maybe? No, I don't think you can anymore. I'm pretty sure you can't tame bunnies anymore. But you were able to. And it's getting to be night, so I should probably figure out something to do. So we have 2 choices here. I can either... Oh, wait, let's see if the advancements... Okay, cool. So yeah, we want to get all the advancements. The heat and the stone of the game. The heart and stone of the game. Mine stone with your new pickaxe. Okay, I'll mine some stone. Yay, advancement! Oh, these achievements are even different than I did last time. I think they're different again. Every time I play this game, they're different. This will tell you how long I've wanted to do a series like this and how lazy, well, not late. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, that's probably for the best. Yeah, let's start off here, close to spawn. Anyway, how long? I'm not very good at starting things. But I've wanted to do like a YouTube series on completing all of the Minecraft achievements, since back when they had the old Minecraft achievements. But yeah, this is the first time I've gotten to it that you know of. I didn't say anything. What did you hear? Pizza. Ooh, pizza sounds really good. I don't know about you guys, but I really love, like, cheap frozen pizzas. Like, sometimes cheap frozen pizzas, I can't see a goddamn thing. Where is my... That's on Moody, so I'll go up to default. Go to default. Back to game. Still can't see a goddamn thing. But that makes sense. It's night, so maybe we shouldn't see a goddamn thing. Anyway, I got some wood. Okay, now I can actually see something. Other than the reflection off my monitor. Anyway, I really like frozen pizza. Like, really cheap frozen pizza, too. Like, not super, super cheap. Like, the medium cheap pizzas. Like, Red Baron. So, not like... I don't know. My dad used to get these, like, 99-cent pizzas, and they were... Well, they were still okay. They were still pizza. I can eat pretty much any pizza. But they weren't, like, good pizzas. But there's, like... I don't know. There's, like, this difference between, like, frozen pizza and, like, real pizza. And it's, like, having a real pizza is, like, good. And having a frozen pizza, I don't know. There's something satisfying about it. And that might just be how I grew up. I had a lot of frozen pizzas growing up because both my parents worked. So, you know, a lot of late nights where they got home late and just kind of threw a frozen pizza in the oven. Or, you know, late nights where we went out for Chinese food because neither of them had the energy to cook. Yeah. My dad worked for the city, in the city. He worked in city politics, so he didn't, he would often have, like, really late meetings, so we would have to have really simple meals and stuff like that because there was just... No one had any energy to put in afterwards. I'm being really randomly specific. Anyway, yeah. So I just like frozen pizzas, especially like frozen cheese pizzas. There's something like very satisfying about a very simple meal. Just a frozen cheese pizza. Okay, what is in... I should do this in the day. Being dumb by doing this at night. So anyway. I'm not planning on just doing Minecraft. I really want to do... I have so many games on Steam. And I'd really like to go through them. And, like, play through them. Because there's a bunch of games on Steam that I've never even touched. Like, I have a bunch of games that I found for free. And a bunch of just random stuff that I'm like, when did I even end up with this? And also, I have a metric shit ton of games on the Epic Store. I have bought one game on the Epic Store. And I do regret my purchase because the Epic Store doesn't run very well. But, regardless of that fact, I have a lot of games on the Epic Store. And I have played almost none of them. I have played the Sherlock Holmes series on the Epic Store. I think I played it on the Epic... No, I played it on... Wait, where do I think I have it? I don't know where I have the Sherlock Holmes trilogy. Trilogy? I have some of the Sherlock Holmes games. Devil's Daughter, a bunch of the other ones. Hi, Mom! Sorry about that. Someone walked in on me. Walked in on me recording. No, I'm masturbating. I'm not recording. GG. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, someone just wanted to know about my mom. Someone just wanted to know about dinner. You know what? I am the adult living in their parents' basement. I just realized that. I recently moved downstairs, and this is technically the basement. I live in a very hilly city, so the term basement is a bit of a misnomer in general in the city. It's very funny because a lot of places, it's very hilly, so that you'll enter on the ground floor, and you can enter on a ground floor and exit on the ground floor, and those are on 2 different levels. At school, the science building, the science building that I go to, math building, whatever, it has 3 entrances. It has 2 ground levels. So you enter on the front, there is a staircase that goes up to the 3rd floor, which you can enter on. There is also an entrance below that's just on the ground floor. That's the 2nd floor. And then if you go around to the other side of the building, because it's on a hill, you go down slightly, and then you can enter on the 1st floor, which is also the ground level. So, like, the building's flat, so, like, part of it's underground and part of it's above ground, and that's kind of the way it is with my house. So, you enter on the 1st floor, which is at ground level, and then in the backyard, you can exit in basically the basement, but it's above ground again because of how the hill rests. I think I'm explaining that. Anyway, it's the weird way that you can be both underground and anyway. I tried to recreate that in The Sims. I think The Sims 2, and I was trying to build, like, mountain and stuff to make it, like, replicate it, and it was just, like, not having it. And where have I've just been wandering. I realize I've just been wandering. Keep on just, like, idly wandering around while I'm not thinking and just ending up, like, completely lost. Story of my life. Idly wandering into a situation. I have no clue where I am now. Good job. Fuck. Good job, Dupree. Good job, Dupree. Dupree. I don't even know how to pronounce my own name. Ha 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 ha. Dupree. Yeah, I moved downstairs. I was staying upstairs. In a room upstairs. And now I'm downstairs. And the room downstairs is about the same size. I think it's the same size. It's just a better room, and I'm not taking my old bed. So I'm getting a new bed, hopefully. The old bed is old. It's like 10 years old or something. It's an old bed. But hopefully I'm getting a new bed. And actually, it's my birthday this week. Happy birthday, me. And, I might be getting a bed for my birthday. That should be nice. Getting a bed from IKEA. It's actually memory foam. It should be really comfortable. I've never... Oh, there's dogs here. That's awesome. The bed that I slept on growing up, pretty sure was older than I was. Stained. And the springs were worn. It was not a good bed. And I had that bed until I moved out. And then when I moved back in, I got a different bed. And it was newer, 10 years old. So not as old as I am, but also not new. I have slept on a new bed before. When I was moved out for that time, my friend had a new bed. She had gotten a new bed. The new bed was like less than a year old. And it was a full. But yeah. It wasn't quite the best. I don't think I'll go into that. But now I'm back home, and I might actually have my own new bed. That'd be nice. I'm getting a twin. I like small beds because, it's just me. It's just me. And I like room in my room for other things. You know what they say, the bigger your bed, the bigger the bed, the less bedroom, but the more bedroom. The more bedroom you have, the less bedroom you have. Anyway, it's just it's just a joke on how they both are the same word, kind of. But anyway, I think I'd prefer to have floor space over bed space. Sorry. 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 There, thank you. Okay. Maybe we should make our home here. I've been wondering about her. I don't know. I'll just grab some materials to make some other things and thingy-majiggies and who's in McCulloch's galore. People always say that Minecraft is gonna die, but it hasn't. It's lasted 10 years, and it is very different than when it started. I watch an old YouTube channel, well, it's not old, he's still making videos today. He actually, Ethos Lab. I was really excited when he, came back from his kind of like hiatus to take care of family. But anyway, I've watched him for a long time. I've watched him since I was in high school, like 2012 or something. Everything started in 2012, didn't it? I don't know. Anyway, I start, for whatever reason, I decided that I was going to start his YouTube channel. I mean, his Minecraft series over from the beginning. There's like 500 episodes in his YouTube series. I have no idea why I decided to start from the beginning again. I like lost track of what episode I was on, and I got like 50 behind or something, and I was like, I want to start all over again. It's just like, why? I don't know. I just felt like it one day, and I'm like 200 episodes in. That's a lot of episodes in. But I haven't been watching a ton of YouTube. Been more into podcasts right now. But, yeah, it's a good thing to binge. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm getting really, absolutely distracted by my distractions. Distracted by my distractions. That is ADHD in a nutshell. I am distracted. Oh gosh. Anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, that was it. Minecraft is just so much different than it was back then. I'm trying to get some seeds so that I can start growing wheat, so that I can maybe start, so that I can have food. I have food on me. Why am I not eating the food? Because I don't fucking know. Because I'm just doing my flow. I don't know. Ooh, iron. I mean, coal. That's gonna be useful. Yeah, I should use this coal and smelt my meat so I don't die. That would be a good idea. Anyway, so he started like in beta, like one of the later betas, like before even the adventuring pack like came out. Like he started like the venturing pack like came out like 100 episodes into his series, and that's actually why he had to like he actually had to make a new like world 100 episodes in, because of the adventuring. I don't know if it was the adventuring pack. I think it was actually 1.8. I mean, it was one of those like really early, like really fundamental changes that like changed how worlds spawned and all that type of stuff. I don't think it was the adventuring pack, but it was like an early one that kind of like really messed up everything. But anyway, he played before the adventuring pack and before like pork chocks could like be stacked and all sorts of just craziness. And it's just so insane to see how far the game's gone and like how much has changed in all that time. And it's just kind of, I kind of love it. Oh, there's been so much evolution, and it's just kind of great. And it kind of gives me hope for these types of new games that, you know, they evolve. And I don't know if a ton of games have been able to succeed at that premise like Minecraft does. Like, there are games that, you know, continue to be, you know, classics, like Tetris. Like, Tetris comes out with new versions, but it's the same, like, you're playing the same game, they're just new versions of that game. Or like StarCraft. StarCraft, I'm pretty sure, has been popular for a long time. And, like, it's a niche game, probably. I'm pretty sure it's a niche game now, but it's still, you know, it's a cult favorite. There's still people that play it today. There's still a competitive scene in East Asia. Korea. I don't know if I'm saying any of this right. I'm sorry. But there's still a competitive scene for StarCraft, I'm pretty sure. And StarCraft 2. And, like, but those games aren't really, well, they might be. I don't know if they're being upgraded. And, like, Mario, you know, has been around for a long time, but there's new games in Mario. It's not like the same game being upgraded. It's, you know, Mario has changed a ton. Like, if Minecraft has changed a ton, then Mario has changed, like, fundamentally. Like, but not. It hasn't changed fundamentally. Like, true, it has changed, like, in its fundamentals, it has kind of changed, but not a ton. Like, Mario Odyssey wasn't different. It was kind of like turning Mario into Kirby a little bit. Oh my goodness, the new Kirby game is so good. Anyway, I'm getting distracted from my distraction again. Anyway, Mario Odyssey was different, but and the open world formula was great. I wish Kirby had done that, but you know, wish into one hand, shit into the other, see which one fills up faster. That's from Zero Punctuation. I love that dude. He's great. He's been making stuff since like 2009 or earlier. He's been making stuff for a long time. He's one of like the early, he's one of those like staples of YouTube that is still doing it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you find someone who's like, you know, kind of unoriginal, or like DeFranco. Z Frank. I think his name is C Frank. He did the show early on. He actually did it so early that it was before YouTube started. And he talks about the starting of YouTube in his videos. I've been rewatching, well, not rewatching. I never watched them when they were coming out, but I was watching them recently. And they're really good, and he talks about news and politics, and it's kind of fun because I wasn't aware of politics. Like, I was alive. I was, like, you know, a young child when he was making his stuff. Like, I don't know exactly how old, but I was, you know, in elementary school. So I wasn't really aware of politics. So it's really interesting to learn about the politics of, like, Bush and, you know, what he was doing and how he was messing up and kind of comparing that to Trump and, you know, what he's doing or was doing. I don't pay attention to politics anymore for my own mental health. World's mad. The world's always been mad, though. The world's just mad in different ways than it was before. You know, we always say the world's gone mad, but the world's always been mad. And in a lot of ways, I do think that this is still the best time in history to be alive. Less likely to die of disease. Less likely to be caught up in a war. There's still a lot of places you can be caught up in a war, but I think a lot less. A lot safer to be a woman. There's a long way to go, but I do think we are farther along the path. And I think we can lose sight of that. It's so easy to think that everything's backsliding and that we're in the worst time and that there's no hope. But I do always think there is hope. And I don't think we're in the worst time. There's been a lot worser times. We're not in the Dark Ages. We're not feudal farmers. Did you know that the pyramids weren't actually made by slaves? Yeah, they weren't. From all I've found out, I could be wrong always. I could always be wrong. But from what I've heard, it was actually made by paid laborers. Actually, and the Great Pyramids, I've been told, there's actually a grave next to them where all of the workers at the Great Pyramids were buried once they died. So, yeah, they even got, like, a burial right next to the king, or whoever. It wasn't a king, it was the emperor. I don't know. The ruler of some sort or other. Right next to his pyramid was like the workers. Apparently they were all skilled laborers and not slaves, which actually makes a lot of sense. Since, you know, pyramids are a lot of, they're not so advanced that, like, humans could never make them. That's, like, a dumb thing, because there are a very simple structure that, you know, it makes sense that would be the first thing we'd make, and, you know, like, stacking things on top of each other is kind of like a natural thing to try, but at the same time, it's still, you know, for Stone Age people, I think they were Stone Age, I'm not quite sure, it might be Iron Age, it's still a feat of engineering to, you know, move such big objects, but, like, not so advanced that, like, humans couldn't do it. It just makes sense that would be the first thing for humans to do, type of thing. No, I don't know where I'm going. I have no clue where I'm going in this conversation, in Minecraft, in my real life. I have no fucking clue where I'm going, but I'm just going. How long have I been recording? Apparently, okay. I should really just find a place to settle down, but I haven't found anywhere that I like. But yeah, the pyramids weren't made by slaves. I'm pretty sure there were slaves in Egypt, so maybe part of it was? I don't know. Again, I'm not an Egyptologist. I don't know very much about Egypt at all. I've just heard that in like myth-busting videos on YouTube, really. But it makes sense to me. That being said, like, history isn't like intuitive all the time, so just because it makes sense doesn't mean it's true. Like, a lot of things make sense that aren't true because, like, our brains aren't wired to understand true things any more than they are to just get away from scary things. Our brains evolved to make us run because people who ran survived more often than people that didn't and made sure the, like, beast was real. Because if you ran when there was no threat, you'd still survive. And if you ran when there was a threat, you'd survive more likely than not. And if you didn't run when there wasn't a threat, you know, no difference. But if you don't run when there is a threat, there's a problem. Even if you, like, stop for a second to, like, make sure, like, what it is an actual threat, that could, you know, that second could, you know, make, you know, be life or death. So, like, even stopping for a second to make sure, like, you know, to see if that's actually what you found was actually something could be the difference between, you know, you living to you come could have been the difference between you living and dying. So the whole idea of, you know, it's like it goes back to the idea of thinking fast versus, like, quick thinking versus fast thinking, and how, like, we're designed to think fast most of the time because we need to have quick decisions because we were both predator and prey. And a lot of the times prey. Like, we're a medium species, so we have to both be on defensive and defense, and both of them require very quick thinking to both catch prey and to get away from predators. Because if you don't eat, you won't survive, and also if you get eaten, you won't survive. Very obviously. How did I get onto this tangent? What tangent am I even on at this point? I don't even know anymore. Anyway, that also is why cats are so interesting, because cats are also like a middle species. They're, well, at least domesticated cats. I think, like, lions on the Sahara, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyway, lions on the African plain, or, well, wherever lions are, it doesn't. Anyway, lions are usually the alpha animals, but a lot of, like, cats, and especially the cats that evolved into domesticated cats, they weren't, you know, they're not a predator. They're a middle species, so they're both predator and prey. Prey to bigger, more smarter animals, and then predator to smaller animals. So they have to be both defensive and offensive. So they learn traits, you know. Cats get very small. They hide so that they can be better prey, so they can be better predators, you know, but also hide so that they don't become prey. And that's, ooh, village. That's where we're going to make our tent. That's where we're going to stay, is the village. Makes sense. Oh, and we can probably set our spawn at the village, too. Perfect. That's actually... Hey, look, see my wandering, randomly talking about the... whatever came into my mind. Oh, cats. I was just talking about cats. Maybe I can have a cat pet. I love cats. I have 2 cats. Okay, I set my spawn. Okay, so, what was I talking? I was talking about something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm a bit ADHD if it's not self-evident. I have a bit of ADHD. It's really hard for me to concentrate sometimes. Anyway, I think this is actually probably a good place to end off for today. Seeing that we found home and, you know, we can start setting up a base. We can start setting up like a house kind of around here, you know, close enough to be around here. Maybe, I don't know how close to the village. But yeah, we can set up a base and then we can start working on achievements. Let's see. Ooh, we got the upgrade just for making the stone one. So yeah, we can start working on the different achievements tomorrow and also getting food and, you know, getting food and stuff so we survive and, you know, all that jazz. Okay. I'm Japri, signing out.